It's week 4 of the Tadpole Diary, and the first video that we're going to have a little look at, there's another creature that I saw that I was really surprised to see at the bottom of the glass. You'll see it in a minute start to wiggle about just down here somewhere. There it is. It looked different. It was a lot smaller than the tadpoles are now, and its tail and its little head looked a little bit different too. There it is. And I noticed that it has two little sort of feathery antennae coming from its head. They looked like two fluffy eyes at first. It was so strange that I asked Mr. Jackson to come and have a look. And Mr. Jackson said he thought that this was some sort of larva of a little fly. And this larva would have started its life as a little egg in the pond, and out of the egg would hatch a very small little red worm. And the worm eventually changes into this larva, this little nymph, and then this little nymph would change into a fly and would crawl from the top of the water and fly away. Every now and then it got so tired it flopped down to the bottom, but it would start to have a little wiggle again. If you look, it's just resting, and there, off it goes. And then it would swim to the top and do that all over again. So in the next video, I tried to get a little bit of a closer look. Let's see. It's kind of like a hook shape now. It's not as straight as it was before. So this is the next day. You can see those fluffy little feathery antennae. Very strange. And then in the next video, oh, that tadpole bumped into it then. That's a good little shape to look at now from the side. In the next video, you can see what the little creature looks like from the top of the water. So there it is again. And then the camera is going to go above the water and look down so we can see it from the top. There we go. This is called a bird's eye view. So a bird might be in the sky looking down at things. So here's the top, here's the head of that little creature with its little feathery antennae, and here's its little tail. Here's all the pondweed, the duckweed growing on top. So it's still there. I didn't see it fly away, but the next day when I came downstairs and I drew my curtains on the windowsill, I saw this. I saw that little fly. So I think that's the fly that came out of the pond. And we know it's an insect because in Hull 1 and 2 and in Liverpool, when we learnt about animals, we know insects have got 6 legs and it's got wings and it's got 2 little antennae. I think there's another little photo here. So I carefully caught it in a little cup and I let it go outside so it could fly away and join all its friends. There's one more video to show today, and it's obviously a little update on our super duper tadpoles. They're really growing. Look at their mouth move now. I think you can even see, if you look carefully, you can even see its little heart beating inside it now. They're still eating a lot. I'm having to give them lots of boiled lettuce, and they're still eating bits of weed and algae that were in the pond. But just look now, that's looking a lot more like the face of a frog. You can see its eye. I think you might even see two little nostrils if you look carefully. For when the tadpole becomes a frog and it leaves the water, it has to breathe through its little nose, through its nostrils. The snails are very happy as well still. We're still waiting for the tadpoles to start growing their back legs. So their legs, the back legs will grow from about here, and their front legs will grow later from about here. So there's still no sign of them, but as soon as we start to see that little change, then the tadpoles will want to eat a little bit more than plant food. So they'll be after those little water fleas, and we might have to think of something else that I can feed them with that will be a bit more meaty for them, because at the moment they are mainly herbivores, that they eat plants, but actually they will become a little bit more of an omnivore, and they'll eat a bit of both. And then when they develop into frogs, they will be carnivores, and they'll want to eat meat like worms and flies and things like that. Hope everybody's okay. That's all for now. See you next Friday for the next update on the tadpoles. Bye for now.